time now for our big board. Our team of insiders standing by live for more on this morning's top stories. And we begin with that NBA no-show. A Memphis family saving up to take their son to see the Cleveland Cavaliers for his birthday. The boy loves LeBron James. But here's the big problem. LeBron didn't show up to that game. ESPN's Bruce Bowen is joining us with more on that. So, Bruce, tell us what happened.
Well, here you have a situation where a kid went to a game because he wanted to see LeBron James. And the Cleveland Cavaliers decided it was best for Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and LeBron to take the night off. Now, this is casual in the NBA. This happens when you're competing for a championship. But what I want the world to know is that LeBron James is not a hired help. He is an elite athlete. And because he is an elite athlete, he has drawn a lot of admirers. Now, if the team chooses to say, you know what, we're more concerned with having him healthy through June as compared to January, then you have to respect that because it's truly about the rest. The NBA has 81 regular season games, and if you go into the playoffs, go into the finals, that's over 100 games played. The body needs its rest at different times.
But you saw one of the signs said Michael Jordan would have been here. And Michael Jordan pretty much played every game of every season. So a lot of people are looking back at the history of some of these players saying they were there. And you play for Coach Popovich, who is one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. He let Tim Duncan rest. That extended his career, they feel. But, you know, what do you take? Do you take issue? Do you think it's fair for the fans?
I don't take issue with it. I think it's more of a parental thing. Now, let me get on that Michael Jordan thing there, Michael Strahan. With Michael Jordan, during those times when they were making those runs for the championships, he wasn't playing a lot of the fourth quarters, so he was getting rest. And there were times where he understood that he would play, but he only played limited minutes. Now, with Greg Popovich, you talk about a man who understood what's really important. Is it important to have the best record or to be on fire during the course of the regular season and then lose in the first round? Absolutely not. He took it upon himself because he has a job, and in order to do his job, he needs to do things his way. His way is allowing guys to get rest during the course of the regular season so that you can have not one, not two, but 5 championships in this great city of San Antonio there, Michael Strahan.
Bruce, how do you really feel? Because it's kind of unclear to me right now.
Well, I tell you what, I wish football players, coaches would have done that. I could have got some rest. It didn't work that way with 16 games either.
And the biggest issue is that you have some former players, Michael, saying these things like, oh, they shouldn't do that to the fans. You know what? If you lose, you lose. And this is where I say it's a parental issue. Now, it shouldn't be that LeBron James ruined the kids' Christmas. What are the parents doing there? That's my issue. When I was a kid, I wanted to see the Jackson 5 at Astroworld. But you know what? They didn't show up. And my grandfather said, you can sit here and sulk, or you can go ride a roller coaster. I went and rode a roller coaster.
Bruce, thank you, man. Jackson 5 came into us somehow. I don't know where. But we're gonna get away from that. We're going to go talk about the big freeze that's happening outside with temperatures dropping across the country. We're looking at the best way to stay warm outside, and Ginger's outside with a special gadget that can test body temperature. What you got, Ginger?
Anytime it's real hot or real cold, we pull this baby out. This is a thermal or an infrared gun. The laser kind of gives you an idea of how cold or how warm it is. So what we did was line up some of my favorite people here at GMA. That's meteorologist Max Colombo, and he has the least on because he loves the cold and we wanted him to look that way. That's right. So when you take that off, obviously you're allowing a ton of heat. You can see his hands, you can see his face and his head. Doug in the middle there, he's got just a regular jacket. He's looking good, but his hand's obviously losing a lot, and you can see right there in his face. My favorite, Samantha. She does not like the cold, so we put her all bundled up and layered. So the layers you want to do, you guys, are that inner layer, 3 at least, that insulating kind of moisture wicking, and then the insulating one, and then finally the one that's going to get rid of the rain or snow.
It looks like you lose a lot of heat out of your nose because everyone has like red noses, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Now, I love your jacket. It's beautiful. Is it better to have a big jacket, or is it better to go with that layering?
And the layering works every time, and you can see that from Doug here. He even loses some in some of his, you know, you can see right around his armpit, kind of obviously around his neck. Covering up and having those layers is going to help you, and obviously some coats better than others. When Max, you can give Max back his pea coat. I feel terrible for him.
Thank you, Ginger.
But you can see, even with that, it just doesn't do enough. So layering under something like that is the perfect idea to stay warm.
And I guess the idea of it would be always, if you're unsure, layer up, and you can always take it off. But if you don't have it with you, you can't put it on.
Right, and it's so obvious. It's an obvious thing to say, but I think this time of year, you got to do it.
Bruce, you're in Texas. How do you stay warm?
If it gets cold, you just turn on the heat. That's all you got to do here because it doesn't get cold here. We got people turning on fireplaces at 55 degrees. Come on, people. That's not cold. Give me some 30.
I think we get no nonsense there from Bruce.
Oh, Bruce.
Ginger Bruce, thank you so much for being with us.